They loved us in Purmerend. It all began many months earlier, and many bingos and practices later, it all happened.
Brent Jefferson has been with the Lions Band organization for 10 years, since he was 8. His younger brother Kelly has also worked his way up through the D, C, and B bands, playing bass drum and tenor sax. Both brothers know from experience that the hours of practice they put in do pay off, and they want the band to be the best it can be in Europe.
Trafalgar Square in front of us.
I think we're coming back again. We're looking at the London guide. It's going to take us a small.
After arrival at Heathrow Airport, it was a side trip through London and on to some serious touring at the Tower of London.
You see the enormous wall down there that you can see behind where the line of people is? That wall and the other wall on the other side of it is between 11 to 15 foot in thickness. And you notice that the towers are not very high. And that is the area very briefly. That tower was the first one that was built, right?
And the first of our history lessons in British and European cathedrals and castles, St. Paul's Cathedral. Hyde Park's a huge, lovely green space in downtown London where military bands play most of the time. But today, for the first time in 80 years, it's a non-military band, the Pride of the Lions from Regina, Saskatchewan. was also the day of Prince Andrew's royal wedding to Sarah Ferguson, and we were there,
Very joyful,
we think.
very happy. Something which without
Then it was on to Canada House and a reception arranged by Paul Rousseau, Saskatchewan's Agent General. It was all held in cooperation with Lions clubs from the London area.
Paul, on behalf of the Lions Band organization, and again in appreciation for all that you have done, we'd like to present you with this plaque. It says in appreciation from the Pride of the Lions, which is the name of our band, our European tour 1986, and also for you, Mrs. Rousseau, a memento of our tour. It's a band spoon, and we'd like to present that today.
Canterbury's a sleepy historical village east of London with one of Britain's most famous churches, Canterbury Cathedral. It was first built in 597, and it was here that Thomas Becket was murdered in 1170. But Paris beckoned, and so on to Dover, and a trip across the English Channel to Calais, France.
Richard, move.
After a concert in the business district of La Défense, there were sights to see in historic Paris.
You give me 1 franc next year. Come to me, everybody! Come to me! Just the 10 francs, ladies and gentlemen. I got Paris and I got the Louvre. The Louvre. This is the Louvre. Same price. What you prefer? 10 and 10. This, I got two sets. You want the Louvre tour? Because 10 and 10. No, just the Paris. Come to me, everybody! Come to me! Thank you. Merci, folks.
Mercedes-Benz on the right-hand side and the Lido Variety Theater. Ooh la la.
Lucerne's a charming city on the Lake of Lucerne and under the shadow of Mount Pilatus. And it was here that more than 2,000 people turned out for a rousing concert on a sunny afternoon. Switzerland's a place where we bought cuckoo clocks, swatches, where we never wanted to leave, and a place where we'll go back to.
My, that's awfully steep. Catching
Bregenz, Austria beckoned on a blistering hot afternoon with a lakeside concert. beautiful Bavaria and the place of one of Ludwig II's castles. He only lived there for 120 days. Oh well, at least it inspired Walt Disney for his castle in Disneyland. And it was here that we learned how not to climb a mountain. You know, just another one of those short European walks.
Welcome to the courtyard of this beautiful castle. Constructed under the authority of Ludwig II, King of Bavaria. You can see the main entrance over there. And we just have to line up a couple of minutes more and then we go in and have a sightseeing tour.
See, when we started out today, we started out at the back of the lines, the far back, about third or fourth of the end. And through the miracle of modern technology, we were able to get all the way up to the front, the very front. We got our ticket before those guys were even in the door. So, that's just a little bit of trivia there for you, if you're into trivia. Maybe you're not.
They loved the music in Kempton. And we all love Kempton for several reasons.
Oh,
welcome to the Fürstenhof Hotel. This is room 200, as you can see. Come on in and we'll go for a tour. All right, our first room we're going to look at here is, of course, the bathroom, and we have two rather large sinks for the people's enjoyment, and right over there we have our king-size shower, which is always a big treat, and here we have our throne, of course, and the bidet, and a little stool in the middle of those two, and many, many lights and plug-ins and all sorts of our crap lying around the place, but that's basically it. So here is the bathroom, and I'll now take you over to Kent Kasha, who will show you the bedroom.
Hello and welcome to room 200, the master bedroom. Here we have the bed. Okay, now, I'll have to get the key to open up the walk-in closet. The master closet, where we have lots of shelf space and room for clothes and everything. But the main feature of this room is, of course, the refrigerator, where we keep many of our favorite drinks. Of course, we're only taking these home as gifts for our parents.
Hey, Kent, let's go see what Brett's doing in the sitting room.
Okay.
So what do you think of the two?
One.
No, I take 3 keys. No, I take 4 keys. No, just buy the whole stinking load beds.
Brett.
Good evening.
All right.
And now, well, something completely different. Comfort, affordability, and a reasonable price. Welcome to room 200. Kelly. Kent. Here's the phone. One of the many exquisite features of this wonderfully large room are the obviously large windows, which you can do something crazy like scream out of if you feel like it. But if you're feeling in a little more wild mood, we can always try the television. And here we have this exquisitely fine dresser, which, for your viewing entertainment, I will now take off all my clothes and put them in the 4th drawer. Wait, do I hear mice inside? Oh, it's a joke! It's a television! This fine television has all the fine features you'd expect from a European television, including full color and standard European broadcast quality. Ken? Kelly. As a friend of one... Let's try that one. Just keep rolling that.
Keep the bloopers on.
Right? Are you set? Ken? Kelly. As a good friend of mine once said, can you imagine the pilgrims trekking across the vast wasteland? Think about if they arrived at a palace like this, what would it be like to be in their shoes? Wonderful, Brett. Well, my good friend and personal phone confidant, Chuck, told me all that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I think this pretty well sums up the tour of room 200. A palace within a palace.
Incredible, isn't it?
Exactly.
Boys, I think this calls for a toast, shall we?
All right.
It's a little bit dark for champagne, but...
And this is for you, our guest, to room 200. May you return many times.
Oh, I couldn't even get my soul down. Can we do that again?
How's it going there, Mr. Chris?
On the move to Ludwigshafen, but not before more cathedrals at Ottenbüren and Ulm, a pretty city where Albert Einstein was born. But we couldn't wait to get to Ludwigshafen and the Ramada Inn.